Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Episode number 173. If you do enjoy today's episode, do me a favour, of course, right at the start of this Sunday, hit me with a thumbs up. Should we go big today? I don't know if you can do it, but 3,000 likes would be amazing. Can you smash that little bit of likeness on the video for me? That'd be insane. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Click the notification bell. Let me know in the comments section that you're a member of the Noti gang. So, finally, we're going to get a chance to use this team in the weekend league today. Obviously, this team being the same team I used last weekend, but with Ikone in rather than Osimhen, which I'm actually quite excited about because it was a brief time that we used him when we bought him before, and I thought he was a good player. So I'm excited to try him out again. Genuinely looking forward to it. But first off, we will get started with marquee matchups. I do this every single week. I think again today I didn't have to buy any players. We got suitable enough players from our rewards the other day because we chose the untradables. Interestingly enough, back to that little topic of rewards day and what I should take for rivals rewards. I saw a couple of comments there saying it doesn't matter, Lasty. Don't worry about taking the packs for the content. If you need to take coins because you think that's the best thing to do because it will allow you to buy more players or other players, which in turn is content, then feel free to do that. Interesting. Let me know what you think of that down below in the comments. You know, would you be okay with me taking coins every now and again whilst I am a little bit skint while I don't have many coins at all on the game? Of course, during a promo like this, like I'm probably going to take packs. I might take tradable packs. I might take untradables. I might take coins. But I'd be curious to know what your thoughts are on it. Do you click onto those rewards videos because you know you're going to see more packs? Or do you do it to see the red picks? Or are you not really that worried about it either way? I'm genuinely curious to know what you guys think. So, yeah, marquee matchups seem pretty simple to complete. We're going to go ahead and get our packs right now. The first pack, we don't really get anything. A few discards, though, is going to make me another 1,000 coins or 500 coins or whatever it is. But we know we've got some fodder there. I might spend my players. I might spend the rest of the players, especially the untradable ones from the other day. I might try and do some more 81 plus guaranteed, or maybe some more 80 plus player pick packs. I'm not sure yet. I might try and get rid of them into that whilst we have Shapeshifters team number 2 out. It would be amazing, obviously, to pack that Ronaldo or, we've packed Messi this year. It's time for Ronaldo, right? Ronaldo seems to be the elusive one for me. Whilst on like pay to win accounts that I've had in the past, I normally pack Messi. For some reason, I pack Messi every year. And obviously, it was the first time this year that we've ever done it on the Road to Glory. But Ronaldo is that elusive one that I never seem to get. So do you have a player like that? Is your elusive player, is that just like any icon? You've never packed an icon, or you've never packed Messi, you've never packed Ronaldo. Who is that player that you always really want to pack and would probably mean the most to you to pack, but you've never managed to get anywhere near it? Again, I'm curious to know. You guys are going to leave a lot of comments today because I've already left you two things to answer me in the comments, and we're only like 3 odd minutes into the video. But don't worry, you don't have to leave any more comments after that. It's all good. So Real Madrid players and I guess Barcelona players were selling because you needed 2 of either of them for the biggest matchup of marquee matchups for the premium gold pack. So when I got Valverde in the pack there, obviously just going to sell him on for 2.5k. And I think I had one more Real Madrid tradable player in the club, and that was a Nacho Fernandez, maybe. I just sold him on as well because whilst fodder is super low, I will make the coins where I can on players that are actually worth something. So yeah, I'll definitely do that. We get another board from marquee matchups. It's not been great though. There's been no walkouts or anything so far, but we'll take the odd 83. Again, that's not going to do a huge amount for us just because fodder is so low. Like literally 83 is probably like that. Degene is probably like 1,000 coins, if that. So it's just nothing really to shout about or to write home about. But this is the final pack from marquee matchups, and unfortunately it is just going to be boards again. No walkouts or shapeshifters in this week's marquee matchups for me. But on the plus side, we are going to get ourselves an 85 rated here. So that's good. Again, that's another goalkeeper. We've got high rated goalkeepers already for our fodder. So he's tradable, whether or not we sell him on if and when SBC merchants do go up in price. I'm not sure. But as you can see there, we sold a couple of things. Still unable to sell this Alejandro Gomez, even though I moved him to a CM. But I guess maybe there's not a huge market of people out there that are actually wanting him as a centre mid, and it would just cost them more to move him back up. So we'll take a little bit of an L on that, but it doesn't matter. Now, I told you guys that I would move Doucouré to the reserves and bring Acuna onto the bench. We worked so hard for him all week that he definitely deserves a spot on the bench. I'm also, well, even though I'm so poor, I'm going to splash the cash, 3.9k to get the LAFC kit, just because I wanted a new kit for this weekend, and I'm not going to lie, I think it looks pretty awesome. So I put the Predator one as the away kit, which I'll let my opponents use. However, I wouldn't recommend using this kit. It's currently bugged. You'll notice in today's video that even throughout the weekend league games that we're about to play, I always select my home kit and then switch it so that my opponent's away kit is my second kit, so that they don't clash. And you'll see that as we go into the games, people are not using that Predator kit. There's something bugged about it. It just doesn't really work. So first game of the weekend league looks like a tough opponent. He's got a few icons, and including a mid-Cruyff in there. So was a little bit nervous to see what was going to come of this. I wonder if that would have counted as a goal should I have not challenged him with Neymar from behind, because he gives a free kick against me. But I wonder if Van Dijk runs that into the goal anyway. I had to take the opportunity to try and score, but yeah, it means that we obviously didn't get the goal. But a few minutes later, we do go 1-0 up. It is that man, Mbappe, who is now back up front. Ikone is then running through again. You can see some of the tight dribbling. Obviously, he's got the 4-star skill moves as well. He's left-footed out on that left-hand side. So he's gonna be able to like cut across the goalkeeper rather than like cutting inside and then whipping it with the finesse. He's gonna have to either shoot near post or whatever. But you know, I'm down for that because we know how OP that is on this game. But yeah, you can see how the game just turns around. I don't really know what was going on, because I didn't think this guy was very good. Like, I spent the first 20 minutes of this game just messing around. We had the ball in the net once, it didn't count. He got given a free kick. We got the ball in the net and we scored. We went 1-0 up. And I thought I was just going to cruise this match and walk it. And that was not the case. It turned out in the end that I got slapped, and it didn't really feel like I should have been, because like I thought I made tackles, like right there with David Luiz, I made a tackle, but Cruyff just kept the ball, so maybe it wasn't a good enough tackle. I don't know, but what you'll notice after this game is finished, even though we're 5 goals, even though it's 5-1, I decided to carry on just to get the rivals rank points. Whatever, man. It's the first game of the weekend league, so it wasn't annoying me. It didn't stress me out or anything, because it just doesn't really matter. But yeah, 5 shots on target from my opponent and 5 goals conceded. What that is going to lead me to do is drop Mr. Edwin van der Sar as my goalkeeper. And we are going to try out Team of the Year Alisson once again. Just for now anyway, to see if he can do any better. Because I'm not having it. I'm not having a goalkeeper which saves literally 0 shots that get put at him in the game that were on target. So yeah, take a little seat and have a think about what you've done, Edwin, because that's not good enough, mate. Anyway, we go into the next match. The guy's got a nice team, yeah, a fairly nice team anyway, some good players in there. But right off the get-go, I could just tell that this one was going to be easy. This is the highest scoring FUT Champions match I think I've ever had. I'm not joking either. We genuinely, this is a very high scoring match. You know, we're 3-0 up after 15 minutes. And the nets were bugged in this game, and it gave me like the feeling that maybe the game was bugged, because once again you'll see here that all of the shots that are going on goal, the goalkeeper just doesn't save like any of them. And we got to like the 68th minute. I'll show you as we go along, and you'll see the half-time stats in a moment. But obviously there's some shots that the goalies can't save when you get the ball around them and stuff. But arguably, sometimes a keeper would save that, for instance, that shot from Neymar. Maybe it was because did he start to bring the goalkeeper out or something? I don't know. But it just seemed weird. Like sometimes goalkeepers are formidable and you can't ever get anything past them. But look at this at half time. 2 shots on target for my opponent, 2 goals. 6 shots on target for Lasty, 6 goals in the first half. It was kind of crazy. We get to the point in the 60-something minute in this game where I'm literally 8-2 up or 8-3 up or something. And I've missed a goal out for him. I do apologise about that. But was that the goal that just went in? I think it was. But yeah, we find ourselves going 8-3 up in this one right here. And literally still a goalkeeper hadn't made a single save, and that just seems a little bit weird to me, like something was wrong. I don't know. So Alisson not doing any better for me than Van der Sar was apparently at this point in time, but I will give it to him. By the end of this game he had made, drum roll please, 2 saves. Yeah, he made 2 saves towards the end of the game. I think the goals that I was scoring here were pretty much clear cut. Like towards the end of this one here, he was just running his goalkeeper out and stuff. So obviously I'm going to score those. But my opponent's goalkeeper did make a couple of saves. My keeper did make a couple of saves towards the end of the game. But maybe the other chances, maybe it's just coincidence that all the other chances were like proper goal scoring opportunities rather than pot shots from the edge of the box or something. But yeah, that was a weird experience. We ended up winning that game 12-3. That is the highest scoreline I think I've ever had in Foot Champs. Nuts. So our bounce back ability was quite good after losing the first game of the weekend league. So we smashed someone, which really got the old motivation levels up. I'm not gonna lie, I was enjoying that game because do you know how enjoyable it is to just go through and score every time? It's fun. It's very fun. So we go into this next game. We come up against a team that looks beatable, and I've never played someone that tries to rush his goalkeeper out as much as this guy right here. I think he was trying to be like Neuer in real life. You know how he like plays a sweeper keeper and you can always see him rushing out to try and clear the ball or head the ball or whatever it is. This guy was just running out all the time with his goalie, and obviously I could then exploit that. So there were times where I took a long touch because I got through the defenders, and then his goalkeeper rushing out saved him from conceding a goal. But then there were just so many times where obviously it was just going to lead to gifting me a goal. And as you can see in this match right here, my opponents had 1 shot on target, scored 1 goal. So yet another game where we haven't made a single save with the goalkeeper yet. And then the next goal goes in. We actually turn the defenders quite well there with Mbappe, and then pick the ball up from with Bernardo here, knock it into Neymar, and again all I got to do is chip that one over. And that's when he decides to quit. Like, he kind of gifted me this game just by his keeper movement right from the start. So I found it weird that he stayed so long. Maybe just quit out earlier or something. It would have made more sense. I don't think he thought he was ever going to win that game, but maybe after a while he just didn't want to carry on. So that's another game where the keeper's made literally no saves, for my keeper that is. Then we go into the next one. This looks like a tough match, to be fair. It looks like a decent opponent with a good squad. And we end up getting through after 11 minutes with Mbappe. We turned the defenders nicely. So he was always over-exaggerating, just lunging out with that challenge to get that AI block when the angle is right for the shot. But sometimes you can do a drag back, get in on that. And if you can tell that they are biting with the challenge every time, it's obviously worth, you know, going for it, right? So cutting back, get a little bit of space there, and then take the shot on goal whilst there's no AI block to be had. So again we concede, and again we're going to make it towards half time here without a single shot on target from my opponent ever being saved. But we go 2-1 up. Koeman knocks the ball in. David Luiz scores the header. So, again, 1 shot for my opponent in the first half. Spoiler alert, we're actually going to keep him to 1 shot in this entire game. He was quite good on the ball and really good at passing and dribbling stuff, but he just, once he got it into that final third, couldn't ever really make it happen. My defence were on point. And, I mean, even though we had 13 shots, 12 on target, you know, his keeper was making some good saves that time. We still only win 2-1. Like that was the first game of the weekend league where goals weren't just completely and utterly flowing in. So I don't know what to do as to whether or not we keep Alisson in net or whether we, you know, go back to Edwin van der Sar. Has he had enough time to think about what he'd done in that first match? I don't know. Talking of my players and how they've performed so far, you can obviously see the player bios coming up now. But for players that I've owned longer, you won't know how they're doing so far. So, obviously, we've played 4 matches of the Weekend League at this point, and we are 3-1. We have got Bernardo Silva with 2 goals, 7 assists in those 4 games. Obviously, the 12-goal thriller, or the 15-goal thriller helped him there. New Cam of Ikone has got 1 goal, 4 assists. Pretty happy with that. Really good start for him. I've been enjoying him on the ball as well. Mbappe has got 7 goals and 5 assists already in this Weekend League. So that just shows you what a different... It's just different gravy when him and Neymar are up top together. Neymar, by the way, has scored 8 goals, so he tops my goal scoring chart so far in the Weekend League. But Mbappe and Neymar together, man, them linking up together, that is my favourite striker duo. It just does work. So I've been totally wasting and missing out on Mbappe's goodness by playing him as that wide cam. I reckon if I played a Kone up top with Neymar, he'd probably do very well as well. But I love the 5-star skills. I love the ability to scoop and stuff. So for now, Neymar and Mbappe, the dream duo for me, just works so very well up top together. And they will continue to be my partnership throughout this Weekend League. So yeah, in 4 games, we've scored 21 goals. Not bad. Hopefully we can get more of that to happen throughout the next couple of days. Guys, hit me with a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. We are aiming to hit 3,000 likes today. Big like target. And of course, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links are down below. Why don't you go ahead and subscribe if you're new around here as well. Most importantly, I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful Sunday. I'll catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.